Zippity-doo-dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chris Brown here again. Now let me ask you a question. I've asked you this question in some of our previous videos, but how much do you know about your taxes, about cash flow, about investing, about marketing? How much do you know about those things? Now, one of my favorite quotes from Mark Cuban is that you can't delegate what you don't know. And so if you don't know your taxes, if you don't know your cash flow, if you don't know investing, if you don't know marketing, you leave yourself open to being taken advantage of. So over the last video or so, we've been reviewing the book, Own Your Own Corporation. It's in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series because we hire these different advisors and these different professionals to be able to give us good advice, but many times we can't afford good advice. And so maybe we can't hire these great experts, but what we can do is we can go ahead and read their books. Now, many of you run very labor-intensive businesses, and those type of businesses are the most expensive businesses that you can run. Because not only do you make less money, but you're also going to pay a lot more in taxes than what everybody else has to do. Now, you may think that's unfair, that not only do you make less money, but you also have to pay more taxes on that money. However, it doesn't have to be that way. Now, again, in our last video, we talked about how much do you know about marketing, how much do you know about taxes, investing, and your cash flow. We hire different advisors and experts, and we put our trust in them to be able to help us, don't we? But again, we can't delegate what we don't know. And so if we don't educate ourselves on this area of our business and get this area of our business handled, then we let ourselves open to and leave ourselves at risk to being taken advantage of. Now, my job is to make sure that never happens again, even if you never ever do business with us. And so if you run a labor-intensive business, as many of you no doubt do, this is what is called as earned income. Now, you've probably heard your accountant or tax advisor talk about that. So what you're going to do here, you're going to pay in taxes. You're going to pay about 40% in taxes. And because the income that you make, again, is earned income, which is an income that you make by exchanging time for money, you're going to be penalized about another 15% for what is called as self-employment taxes. Now, the government doesn't want your business to be totally dependent upon you. What happens if you get hurt? What happens if you get sick? And so they look at it that your business is at too much of a risk, too high of a risk at this point. And so, again, they're going to penalize you by forcing you to pay another 15% in self-employment tax. Then many of you may process your own credit card payments, and you're going to pay anywhere from generally about 3 to about 5% for the transaction fees. Now, these transaction fees are not a tax. However, it is a revenue that is taken away from us even before it enters into our bank account. So we might as well look at it as if it were a tax. So in reality, you are paying anywhere from about 55% to 60% in taxes or in other fees. So how can you survive on only 40% of your income? And in many cases, most of you can't. In fact, I have a guy that runs a commercial insurance agent. He also does a lot of work with small and medium-sized businesses on their taxes. And most of their clients have to get an extension because they make their living off of this earned income, where they're going to spend anywhere, again, between 55 to about 60% of their revenue in taxes and other fees. Now, as you can see here, I'm hanging out at this cool resort, so I'm not in my office, so I don't have a whiteboard to write anything on. But what I am going to do is I'm going to write this out and illustrate this out on the sand. It's a lot more fun writing it in the sand than on the whiteboard anyway, but the reason we're doing this is because I truly want you to understand this. Okay, so up here on the beach again. So first of all, we got, and I'm going to try to write this so you can see this, and hopefully the water won't brush this away. So first of all, you got your 40% in taxes, right? So you got 40% in taxes because you make your income off of what is called as earned income. You got now another 15%. So we are now at 55% in taxes. 55% of your income that you do not get to keep. Now, we also have a transaction fee that might, if you do credit cards or accept credit cards, that again might go from 58% to as much as 60% of your income that, again, you are not allowed to keep. You have to pay those fees to the government. Now, what other expenses do you have? What other, you got labor costs, you got, expenses in your business depending on the type of products and services that you need. You have other expenses. So you have less than 40% of your income to make a living from. Now, in our next video, I'm going to show you how a handyman, I'm also going to show you how an electrician did this, and how they were able to totally alleviate this 15% in self-employment tax. Now, as a reminder as well, you also might want to go ahead and check out Robert Kiyosaki's Own Your Own Corporation. It goes into more details on what we're actually going to be able to do in this video. But like I said, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to totally alleviate this 15% self-employment tax. But I had a blast filming this video for you here today. Hopefully you get to come out and spend some time with us and get to go out and hang out at some of these cool places. But I do hope this information was helpful. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now.
Now, again, I hope this information has been helpful. If you'd like some help putting this all together, I want to invite you to order your free DVD, where you will discover how to use the money your competition is spending in advertising in order to get you more business for yourself. Now, the first time that I did this, I used $100,000 that one of my competitors had already spent in advertising, and I used that money to be able to get 141 sales within my very first 6 hours. And I'll show you how companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's use this as well, and how you can use it. Next, you will see how to harness the spending power of your customers who are spending money with other businesses to make 10 to 20 times more profits from your already existing customer base. So you have customers, and your customers are going out and spending money with other businesses. So I'll show you how to make money when your customers go off and spend money with those other businesses. Then we'll also reveal the secrets of what companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's do to never pay out of pocket for their business expenses ever again, and how you can do the same, and how to get companies to pay you in order for you to advertise your business, and much, much, much more. So again, I want to encourage you to order your free DVD, and you can do that at freedvd.prostarprofits.com.